The lock doesn't choose the key is designed to fit the lock. That's the most important thing to understand about the dynamics of abuse. It is rarely a random collision of two people. It's often a calculated, sometimes even subconscious process of selection. The person who seeks to control, to diminish, and to harm is looking for a specific type of emotional landscape, a place where their patterns can take root and grow. This is not about blame. Let me be perfectly clear. The fault of abuse lies 100% with the abuser, always. But understanding the traits they actively hunt for is not about blaming the target. It's about arming you with knowledge. It's about turning on the lights in a dark room so you can see the furniture for what it is. Knowledge is the first step toward building a fortress around your spirit. So, let's get straight into it. These are the 5 traits abusers look for in their targets. Number 1, an overabundance of empathy. On the surface, empathy is one of humanity's greatest strengths. It's the ability to feel what another person is feeling, to connect with them on a fundamental level. It's the glue that holds relationships and society together. But like any powerful tool, in the wrong hands, it can be turned into a weapon. An abuser isn't just looking for empathy. They are looking for empathy without boundaries. They are searching for the person who feels so deeply for others that they forget to feel for themselves. How do they spot this? In the early stages of getting to know someone, they perform small tests. They might share a heartbreaking story from their past, something designed to pull at your heartstrings. They will watch your reaction intently. Do you lean in? Do your eyes soften? Do you immediately offer comfort and support? They are not sharing to connect. They are sharing to measure your response. They are looking for the person who will absorb their pain as if it were their own. People with immense empathy often see the good in everyone. They see the wounded child inside the manipulative adult. An abuser knows this. They will present themselves as damaged, misunderstood, a victim of a cruel world. They are offering you a project, and that project is them. You, the supreme empath, will feel an instinctive pull to heal them, to soothe their wounds. But here's the cold truth. You cannot heal someone who is actively pouring poison into your cup. Your empathy becomes a resource for them to drain. They will create endless crises, dramas, and sob stories, knowing you will rush in to fix things. Your energy becomes their fuel. They are drawn to your light, not to share in its warmth, but to consume it until you are left in the dark. A person with healthy boundaries might listen, offer support, but will not set themselves on fire to keep the other person warm. The abuser is specifically looking for the one who will. Number 2, a quickness to forgive. Everyone makes mistakes. Forgiveness is essential for any long-term relationship to survive. It's a beautiful, necessary grace. But an abuser is looking for something different. They aren't looking for grace. They're looking for a loophole. They are searching for the person who forgives not just quickly, but completely, wiping the slate clean every single time, no matter the offense. This trait is crucial for their cycle to function. The cycle of abuse typically involves a tension-building phase, the abusive incident, and then a reconciliation or honeymoon phase. That last phase is entirely dependent on your willingness to forgive. They will test this early and often. The tests start small. They might show up late without an apology. They might make a joke at your expense that feels a little too sharp. They might break a small promise. These aren't just careless actions. They are probes. They are pushing against your boundaries to see if they are firm or if they will collapse. When you let these small things slide, you are sending a message. My boundaries are negotiable. When you confront them, they will likely respond with a charming apology or turn it back on you, calling you too sensitive. If you accept this and move on, they have learned something vital. They have learned that the reset button is easy to press. A person who is quick to forgive without demanding a change in behavior is the perfect target. The abuser knows they can cross a line, apologize, be showered with your forgiveness and relief, and then do it all over again, maybe pushing the line a little further next time. They are not looking for a partner. They are looking for a pardon. Your forgiveness becomes a license for them to repeat their behavior, not a reason for them to change it. They know that your hope for a better future will be stronger than your memory of their past actions. Number 3, a disconnected heart. A person with a strong, healthy, and vocal support system is an abuser's worst nightmare. A close family, a tight-knit group of friends, a mentor you trust. These people are like a home security system. They are the ones who will notice the subtle changes in you. They are the ones who will say, hey, the way they talk to you, it doesn't sit right with me. They are an outside perspective, unclouded by the intense emotions of the relationship. For this reason, abusers actively seek out people who are isolated. This doesn't necessarily mean you're a hermit with no friends. The isolation can be more subtle. Maybe you've just moved to a new city. Maybe you're estranged from your family. Maybe you're naturally shy and have a hard time opening up to people. Or maybe you just feel like no one truly understands you. This sense of being alone in the world creates a vacuum. The abuser's goal is to become your everything, your best friend, your lover, your confidant, your entire world. They can fill that vacuum so completely that you begin to depend on them for all your social and emotional needs. If you do have a strong support system, their next move is to systematically dismantle it. This is the divide and conquer strategy. They will criticize your friends. They're a bad influence on you. They will find fault with your family. They don't really love you. They're always trying to control you. They will make it uncomfortable for you to be around the people who love you, creating drama or arguments every time you have plans with them. Eventually, it just becomes easier to stay home with the abuser than to deal with the fallout of seeing your friends. Slowly, methodically, they cut the strings that connect you to the outside world until they are the only string left. Once you are isolated, their version of reality becomes your only reality. There is no one left to tell you that the sky is blue when they insist it's green. They are looking for someone they can put in a world of their own making. Number 4, a hunger for validation. Low self-worth is like a gaping wound, and an abuser can smell the blood in the water from a mile away. They are drawn to people who do not know their own value because it allows the abuser to set the price. Someone who feels insecure, who is a chronic people pleaser, whose sense of self is built on the approval of others, is fertile ground. Their entire operating system is based on the question, am I good enough? And the abuser comes in with a resounding yes at first. This is the love bombing phase. They will shower you with more attention, affection, and praise than you have ever received. They tell you everything you've ever wanted to hear. They reflect back to you a perfect, idealized version of yourself. For someone starving for validation, this feels like finding an oasis in the desert. You finally feel seen. You finally feel worthy, but it's a trap. They are not giving you this validation for free. They are creating a dependency. They are teaching you that this wonderful feeling of being good enough comes from them. Once this connection is established, they begin to slowly withdraw it. The praise becomes less frequent. The affection comes with conditions. Suddenly you find yourself working to get that initial feeling back. You start to walk on eggshells, trying to be the perfect partner to please them, to earn back the validation they once gave so freely. You are now a performer, and they are the only person in the audience. They control your self-worth. On good days, they lift you up, making you feel dependent on their approval. On bad days, they tear you down, confirming your deepest fears that you are, in fact, not good enough. This roller coaster is not an accident. It's a mechanism of control. They are looking for someone who sources their self-esteem externally because it allows them to become the sole supplier. Number 5, the rescuer instinct. The final trait is one of the most subtle and tragic. It is the belief that you can fix a broken person with your love. The abuser seeks out the rescuer, the healer, the person who believes their love is powerful enough to change someone. They will often present themselves as a beautiful, tragic soul. They've been hurt. They've been betrayed. They have a dark past, but a heart of gold underneath it all. They hint at the incredible person they could be. If only someone would give them a chance. If only someone would love them enough. This narrative is intoxicating to a person with the rescuer instinct. It gives them a sense of purpose. It makes the relationship feel special, profound. It's not just a romance, it's a mission. All the red flags, the anger, the jealousy, the control, are reframed as cries for help or symptoms of their pain. You tell yourself, they don't mean to hurt me, they're just hurting. The abuser nurtures this fantasy. They will give you glimpses of that better person they could be, just enough to keep you hooked on the potential. But the potential is a mirage. They don't want to be fixed. They want you to be so focused on trying to fix them that you don't notice they are breaking you. You will pour your energy, your love, and your soul into this project, believing you are on the verge of a breakthrough. But the finish line keeps moving. The truth is, you fall in love with a ghost of who the person could be. while being tormented by the reality of who they are. They are looking for someone who will love their potential more than they value their own peace. Recognizing these traits is not about pointing fingers. It's about self-awareness. It's about understanding that your greatest strengths, your empathy, your capacity for forgiveness, your loving heart, must be protected. They must be balanced with strong boundaries and a fierce, unwavering sense of your own worth. You are not a rehabilitation center for broken people. You are not a resource to be drained. You are a whole person, deserving of a love that honors you, not one that seeks to exploit you. If this video opened your eyes in any way, or made you feel seen, please give it a like. It truly helps the video reach more people who might need to hear this message. And for more content that helps you understand the complexities of life and human nature, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now, I have a question for you all, and I'd love to see your thoughts in the comments. Of these 5 traits, which one do you believe is the most subtle? The one that's easiest to miss until it's too late? Sharing your perspective helps all of us in this community learn and grow stronger together. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and be kind to yourselves.